Yeah, boy.
Awesome. So welcome to transforming your wealth and turning your dreams into reality. Isn't that just bloody the coolest statement ever? And I would love to hear from you guys in the chat. Like, what are some of the dreams that you're calling in that you would love to see brought forth into reality, what you'd love to see with your eyes in the physical form that you know that's possible. Or maybe you don't know it's possible right now, and it's something that you haven't really quite figured out how you're going to get there. And maybe that's why you've turned up to this masterclass. And thank you so much for doing so for yourself and for your community and for your soul expression, because it is such a powerful share that we want to share tonight, and something that we're very much invested in not only like invested in, we're actually spiritually like connected to. We're very much in alignment to what we're creating, and we're going to share why. And there's just more and more people coming in, so I'm going to just keep adding them in and keeps going. So in the chat, love to hear like what are some more things that you're really, that's really calling you forth that you haven't yet claimed, or you're ready to claim, that you just like, I want to experience more juicy this. I want to have more of this, and feel free to free FREE in your desires. Feel free in being able to say what it is that you want, because that is the ultimate freedom, right? Is to be able to let go of the shackles and the constructs and the projections and the shame and the guilt and all of these things that have been put upon us to keep us small. But that's not where we're going to quantum leap and grow. We want to be able to, go, you know what? I fucking just want this. This is what I want. I want to have orgasms all day. No, I don't know. I'm just doing that to just have an addiction. I know that
Mhm.
Shayla probably wants that. I must have tuned into you. But anyway, this is a free space. So yes, I'm probably going to say some wild things. We're going to do some, quantumly activating expressions sometimes, but we're here to fully embrace who we fully are and be fully expressed. And that's what this space allows us to do. And if you're not on mute, I would love to invite you to just check and mute yourself. I think I've got most people here. Awesome. Excellent. So I'm just going to have a little quick read through the chat. Freedom of expression, financial freedom. What does financial freedom mean for you? And like really diving deep, what does freedom of expression mean for you? Like, does it mean that you can dance in the mornings on the beach while everyone's watching? Does it mean that you get to be able to speak on, a platform where you get to share your voice? What does financial freedom mean to you? Does it mean that you have, an overflow of money in your bank account so that you have time, that you have access to be able to go and be with the people that you love, or that you can get on a plane and travel around the world? Dive deeper with what it is that's being asked of you, what you're being, what's being called through from your inner guidance. Yeah.
Yes.
Love to see some more comments, please. We really thrive on energy exchange. And the more energy you give, the more energy you'll receive as well. So changing the old money belief stories, yes, definitely letting go of that. We can also, while we're hearing some of this, we can actually code some of this for you guys as well. Would you be open to doing that, Dylan? And maybe Shayla, who's also on the call, we can actually start to do some of the work for you while we're on this call. Showing up fully embodied, um, like just as the big kid version. I love that. Sharing the vibe face to face, like when feeling empowered when you're sitting down with people, with different, feeling confident in courage codes when you're around others. Um, Market stalls, awesome. Cool, cool, cool. Yes, definitely. All right. All right, beautiful. We'll get into it. So my intention for this call is really just to do my best to share what it is that we have available to us. That's really shifting generational blueprints of the way that the world has done creating wealth for a period of time. And now things are shifting because what we recognize and what we know, and a lot of you may feel this, and let me know if you do feel this, is that the old paradigm, the paradigm of where like corporate jobs or positioning in companies and things like that, where wealth really only sits at the top, and it doesn't really, like the people that actually give their time, their heart, their soul, they're not really getting into a position where they can actually grow ahead. And especially in the times right now as well, we've got price rises and all of these other things that are going on in life. And one of the greatest things that I'm witnessing in humanity now is that people are really honoring and understanding how powerful time is for them, and really wanting to be more with themselves, to nourish themselves, to nurture themselves so that they can be their highest expression, but also to be there for their family, to have more time to see what be out there in the world, to contribute, to gift forward, to really be in alignment to what our true nature is. How can we serve more? How can we be in love, community love, and support and solutions, and really work as as an ecology, I call it, an ecosystem. How can we work together? We're starting to realize that this separation, especially with, oops, I did not mean to cross that off. Oops, sorry, I'm just adding some people here. So as we start to realize that the separation doesn't work, or we don't enjoy it, we're starting to realize we want to come back to something that is going to support us and nurture us as a whole. And what we have here is we're going to share a business model that we have found that will show you how you can actually create generational shifts, but not only by doing that for yourself, you're actually supporting others' dreams. You're actually bringing dreams into reality. And I'm so blessed that I've got two of my brothers that are on here tonight that are also going to share from their perspective, because, I have invited them into the space to see this. And one of them has a little bit more experience in the space, and one of them has come in with fresh eyes into this space, but has had experience with seeing multiple different other models. So you're going to be able to really see through the perspective of a lens that's already been on the other side. And then at the end of this space, we're also going to invite you to go through looking through the perspective of your own eyes. But we will reward you with a mentorship. And I want to share around that mentorship later, but we will reward you with the support that's needed to actually grow you, to where you need to grow, so that you feel the things that you're asking for, the things that you desire, that you can actually achieve those things, feel those things, be those things, because it's not really, sometimes it is about the outcomes, but it's also about who we become along the journey and how we get to then express ourselves in that journey. Uh, Awesome. So I just want to share a little bit about my story, and then I'll hand it over. So my name is Alana G. I come from a background in probably like always being a bit of a rebel, being a bit of a freedom advocate since I was 16 when I got kicked out of school. And I just didn't really fit into the narrative. So I'm so blessed that I didn't. I didn't follow the threads of society's norms, even though I got crucified for it and judged for it. So instead of following the norms and being celebrated, I didn't follow norms and wasn't celebrated. So I ended up with a lot of trauma around it. But I became a personal trainer. I traveled the world. I did a lot of cool things. And then I fell pregnant with my daughter. And when that happened, that was a pivotal moment in my time as an entrepreneur, that I decided, okay, I need to find a way that I can actually fully be present with my daughter, but also, still live the life that I want to live. That's when I fell into network marketing models. It was an old school network marketing model. I became pretty much the face for a nutritional supplementation at that time. And I kind of lost myself in that. I found myself like in this hustle, sales kind of position where it taught me a lot, and I'm so grateful for the experience, but I never really got the thing that I was looking for. And it took me a few years to really realize that I was still at the same place where I started. And I didn't understand why at the time, because I was really certain that building a business online and having something that supports me, that supports others would be would be the key. However, now knowing, moving fast forwarding to now and knowing what the difference is, and I hope to share that with you tonight. I now know why that wasn't going to work. And that was because there was no forward plan. There was no 500-year vision. There was no generational shift plan. There was no forward momentum. It was just based on whether I made sales or not. And that was how I got paid. So I found myself crying, overwhelmed, stressed out all over again. And I put a prayer out to the universe. I put a prayer out to God, and I was like, this can't be it. This can't be it. I happened to have fallen back into a bar job that was pretty toxic, but it was the only thing that I could do while my daughter was with her dad. I had limited time without my daughter. I still was a non-negotiable on spending time with my daughter. So I didn't seek out any other jobs that were with my daughter's time. But thankfully, I was able to see something posted online, which was an invitation, like you would have seen to this masterclass. And I was able to find this business model, and it came to me in in a format like this. From there, I've been now 6 years in this space, and I've traveled around the world. My daughter and I, yeah, have just had an incredible journey of who I've become as a woman, and as a mother. uh it's yeah, created such a massive shift, and I'm not far off of creating this legacy piece that I get to give to my daughter, that she gets to have for the rest of her life, as well and beyond. But we also get to share in that while I'm here, and also co-create together in whatever it is that I want to create in this lifetime to leave behind as well. Radi, do you want to share your story, and then I'll go into the strategy?
Okay. Hey everyone, bear with me. We're going through a body
He is
purge.
a little bit.
Back
He's
from
having an
Japan.
ascension flu.
So yeah, fun times. Yeah, so I'm Brother Ramka. I have been around this space. So I met Atlanta 7, 8 years ago. I was around this space, and I think it's important to mention this because whenever we go to step into something new, something that can be empowering and change our lives, whatever the thing is, there will always be stories that come up to play in our own mind, right? The stories from the past, the stories from your trauma, the stories from your fear, stories from ego, stories from opinions, other people's opinions and judgments about how you should live your life, right? So where I was 7, 8 years ago, those were the stories I listened to, right? So I chose not to continue on with the business, and I went about my merry way. And over the years, because I'm still connected to many in the community, I've seen them grow and flourish, much as Alana has, and do things that most people, I guess, dream of. Because there's so many people that 9 to 5 job or go to work or are looking for a brand new way, lack the courage to actually jump and do it, right? So many people in a 9 to 5 job complain about their work and what they want to do, and it's not fulfilling them, and they just want to be able to travel and go do this and save for their family and provide for their children and whatnot. And over the years, seeing all these leaders in the space go from zero to hero like Hercules, it's cool to see, which is why I came back on board, because I can see the potential after, of course, doing all the personal work on myself, right? So we as leaders, as individuals, don't get to wherever we want to go without working on ourselves first. Yeah. The more we can empower ourselves, the more we can empower the team, the crew, whoever chooses to follow, right? So it was after years of my own healing and development that I chose to come back on. And for those of you that do know me, I live a very intuitive life, and I have walked the path of spirit for almost 20 years now. So I pay attention to signs that pop up upon my journey. And It just so happened that this business kept popping up here, there. I'd run into Alana over here, I'd see her over here, this would happen here, and so on and so forth. So I was like, okay, cool. So when I sat with it and I tuned in, I was like, this is exactly what I need to do, or what I get to do. But this time from a more matured and healed space of the life that I want to create, not only for myself, but also for my family and also for the crew and the team that comes on board. So I guess just through the sharing of my journey, seen a lot, done a lot, my encouragement to all of you that are thinking about this is to question where you're at right now, because we have 6 months to go till the end of the year. We're in the halfway mark. Where do you want to be in 6 months from now? Where do you see yourself 6 months from now? Where do you see yourself by this time next year? Right? Because you could be in a totally different place, or you could be what I was doing years ago and still questioning, still listening to those stories, still afraid to take that leap because of XYZ. So here I am, a leader in this space, and I'm ready to go legacy and bring this entire crew forwards. We have a team here that has such epic leaders, strong men, strong women, and excuse me, I'm fucking hot. But yeah, it's all good. Let's move.
And yeah, what Ra's saying is so powerful, because it's so true. You get an opportunity to really shift your stuff. This will bring forth whatever's lying there, whatever's sitting there for you to look at, and why it is that you're where you need to go. But what's so powerful in this space is that we are here to hold you and see you in your highest version, and take you to your, like, look at you in your legacy version of you, to look at you in the impact that you already make as the vibration that you already are right now, and what you are going to create. However, it is going to come with letting go of shackles that are holding you where you are. And for me, I took the healing journey in this space, and we're going to invite you to take the healing journey within the space, and we will each and every day always work with you, because there's going to be a moment, and this may be the moment, that you have to say yes. And that yes is going to be the transformative moment where you leap to the other side. That's the quantum leap. That's the part where you're in the field. You get to be in the field. You get to start being in the desires, get to be in the community, get to be held in love and support and vibrations and solutions. But it's not going to come without you, whatever the thing is for you. For me, it was judgment. Some of you may be money. I mean, I was also a very broke single mom at the time, but my money mindset was really great. So for me, finding the money to get in was not an issue. I got resourceful. That was something that I was happy to do. I would do anything to get in the space, but I feared judgment. Coming from being trauma, and being judged, that was my thing. But I was able to let that go pretty quickly as well, because no one else was going to create the life that I desired. The people that I feared the most judgment from weren't actually living the life that I desired. So just tuning into, recognizing, yeah, maybe what that may be for you. Maybe you're already feeling it. Maybe it's already starting to come to the surface. That's beautiful. Let it come to the surface. Let us work with you, because we are all powerful healers in this space. We are all powerful, all of you people, that we get to clear it together. We get to work through it together, but it doesn't come without some actionable steps too.
Yeah, it's important. It's important to remember that, you've got to have skin in the game, and you've got to put in the work with anything that you do in life. You got to put in the work. But the thing is, like, if you choose to show up for you, we will show up with you. All right, that's what it means to be a team, a family, a crew in this space, where we create lives that we envision are the greatest that we can live for ourselves and our children. So you're not alone.
Mm. Yay.
100%, brother.
Yeah. Do you want to add anything, Dylan, before I go I'm going to share slides. Slides totally mess with my flow, just FYI, but I'm going to share slides because it's the simplest way to tick the 3D logical matrix brain that needs to be also feel secure in making a decision. It still exists. We've got to honor our logical mind. We've got to honor the parts of us that, and the best thing about this, it makes a whole lot of logical sense too. So I'm going to share that with you in a moment. But Dylan, do you have anything to add you'd love to throw in here?
Yeah, just like the biggest thing for me was getting out of my own way, you know.
Mm.
Over the years, well, over the last year and a half, I've been just on a journey of becoming the best version of myself. And years ago, I was introduced to an Agic, and I was in the network marketing space with low ticket ones, and got a lot of PTSD around the whole business model, and just thought, oh, maybe it's not for me, you know. And went and did a energy work course with Alana and Brad, and met some amazing people there, and then it aligned back into my life again. And for me, it was just a no-brainer. I was like, oh fuck, I've done the work now. It's ready, you know, like
Solid.
I'm ready to go, you know. And yeah, there was a lot of fear that came in, and there was a lot of things that made me sort of want to step out of it. And like I had to get finance and all sorts of stuff, but you know, there was hurdles in that as well. And once I actually made the decision to go all in, and I transferred all my savings into my bank account, I literally got approved for finance within that hour. And it was just like a surreal moment of me trusting myself, you know, backing myself and actually stepping into my purpose, you know, and not being scared of the outcome anymore. It was just all in. So yeah, that was a powerful moment in my experience of coming into this business. And then yeah, I decided to go to Japan within the same week, and it was just, I'm so glad I did and stepped right into it, and got to experience what the power of this community has behind it. It's just, I'm still downloading it all and still processing it all, and yeah, very happy with myself for making the move. Yeah,
Powerful.
yeah.
So I've got a few shares. Excuse me. Sure. How do I bring that up? Sorry. Give me a sec. I don't know what's going on here. I'm just going to stop that screen share for a second, so I'll bring this up first. If anyone wants to jump in with some wisdom while I sort this. What about legacy? What does it mean to you, Dylan?
Oh, to be able to have my efforts that I'm putting in now reward me for the rest of my life and for my generation behind me. Like, I'm done working for the man. I'm done working for hourly rate. I'm done working for the minutes of the day.
Mm.
I want to be working towards my future. So, you know, like they say, you put in 5 years and you'll be financially secured for the rest of your life, and you're also going to be able to leave a legacy behind. So to me, that's like the most powerful thing you could do for your lineage, you know? It's like, what better way to leave this world behind, you know, whether
Mm.
it's legacy for charity, whether it's a legacy to help save lives, whether it's a legacy to feed children, you know, it's like there's going to be a legacy left there when I'm done, you know, and that to me is,
Solid, bro.
yeah, yeah.
I think to point out what the legacy about legacy. So obviously we can leave a legacy behind based on our character and who we are as people, right? Which is something that everyone in the space steps into as being a leader in the space and building your business amongst the team. And the other thing is too with legacy, you know, you're leaving this behind for your children and their children and so on and so forth. The reason why I say all that is because if we look where we are in the world right now over the next 3 to 6 years plus, you know, artificial intelligence is going to take over a lot of jobs, right?
100%.
So, you know, we're going to see a lot of jobs being replaced with artificial intelligence. So, you know, when you can come into this space and build your business in this space amongst a team of leaders that will hold you and grow with you and leave and build to that legacy to leave behind for your kids, you know, it deletes the fears and the limitations that would arise if you were in a day-to-day job, right?
Yeah.
So what we're offering is a business model, and it in the way that the world works is that money is an exchange, right? We need something to exchange. Sorry, I'm just trying to move all the bits and pieces to get to it. Awesome. How's that looking?
Yeah.
Cool.
Good.
And then ah, oh, that's me. It's going back the wrong way. Okay, the uncapped business model. Missed a spot. There we go. So yeah, there needs to be something that is actually physically exchanged. But the greatest thing about what we're offering today as well is that we're showing you something that fits all these boxes. So to have true freedom, we want to have that time freedom. We want to be able to, be able to choose when it is that we work, when we, for me being a mom, like and being one that wants to be present, like I really want to choose my hours that I work. I want to choose the times that I need to nourish myself as a woman when when I've got my period. Anyway, I've got to put it out there. But hey, who wants to work when they got their period? I honestly don't understand how we've been doing that for many years, and how society makes that really normal that women must put themselves through hard labor or work or stressful environments when they should be relaxing and being nourished. The same for time freedom for men, building houses, being actually on the land, being with their kids. Why did we make it normal that being away from your kids as a man is what gives you value? I think that's crazy talk. But these are some of the things that we're getting an opportunity to rewrite. Location freedom. So again, being able to choose where you are in the world, as long as you've got Wi-Fi. Health freedom, because our number one our physical form is our vessel. It's what is giving us the opportunity to be here right now. And that is the one that we want to look after. So we want to have ultimate health freedom. We want to be able to have freedom from having to, go to a pharmacy, or, we know that we know that paradox as well, that paradigm that they've created there, that we get sick and then we use the pharmacy to get better. Like, why don't we, doing it the opposite way, fueling our body, getting us to the most healthiest, optimal state now, so that we are free from all of that. And then also financial freedom, which is having the finances to back it. If you just want to mute yourself, Dylan, when you're moving around.
Yeah.
So the uncapped income model, what we're sharing is we're partnered with an established company, not only just an established company, but a company that has a vision for 500 years. So that's why we're talking about this generational shifts. We also know they're well established. They've been around for 50 years. We've all just, actually, the three of us all just been out to Japan to actually go to the hub, the blue zone of Okinawa in Japan, to see what it is. Why do they live the longest, but also what is this company all about, and the integrity and the magic. These guys got to go on the tour, so you guys can speak in a little bit more about the company as well, and share what you got to discover on that with this company. You want to talk into it, Ra? I know you're sick and I'm throwing you under the bus a little bit.
So can you repeat that? Sorry.
Just with the company, the established company, I was saying, because you guys actually got to go on the tour and see, you got to see a lot of the company behind the scenes.
Yeah. So it was great to see, the reason, like, you could choose to go on the tours or not. And the reason why I chose to go on the tour is to get an understanding of where all these products come from and where the business was created. So to be able to see, the way the Japanese take care of this business and build this business and empower themselves through health.
I got it.
Yeah, sweet. the way that they do things. I mean, we all know Japanese, they're very, they have very beautiful nature, but they also hold things, the way that they do things is very sacred. So it was great to see how they created from the turmeric to the to the products themselves, like the Anespa. I'm just trying to catch up. Sorry. Um, it was great to see where it came from, how they do it with such sacredness and integrity and honor and respect for the business that Mr. Oshido, the founder, created. You
Yeah.
know, so it's changing lives. I mean, there was over 8,000 of us over there from around the world, and being around for 50 years, I mean, that says something. It's got a solid reputation.
Mm.
Yeah. And these products are like, they're gangster. There's
And because
nothing
we're
more.
talking about quantum, transforming your quantum like legacy, like what a visionary Mr. Oshira is. For someone to
Yeah.
set up a 500-year vision and fucking put their like, you know, stake in the ground, put their plant, what's it called? Put their plant red. So I don't know the saying. You guys know what I'm saying. You know, plant the flag,
Planting the
plant
seed.
the flag, plant the flag. Gosh, plant their flag in their vision for 500 years and hold that for 50 years and see it just transform and transpire to $1 billion in a year. Like this company and the imprint and the impact and the legacy that has been already created from one man. It just shows you what this what the lineage of this space is, what the, you know, the masters before us have set paths before us. So this business is about establishing with a company that, you know, that we trust, love, like, that we actually, something that we would actually invest in, something that we, our souls are like, yep, it's an, you know, we're nourished in that as well. It's a product that we can share authentically because we know it's actually impacting and changing things for humanity as well. So we're going to talk more about the product shortly. Automating your systems, which is what having something that you can leverage. So this is the platform in which we're going to gift you an opportunity to go and actually go for a deep dive for yourself, because that is going to be your systems. That's having your time back. So we've put millions of dollars into a platform for you so that you can actually not become an expert in this space, that you can actually just become who you truly are here to be and have systems support you, to support your humans to get the education that they need, to understand what it is that they need. And within that platform, we have all the resources, the solutions, like anything that is coming up for you, whether it be mindset, business, all of it. It's pretty much all one anyway. As you go into like learning about speaking your truth or marketing or sales or anything like that, it will always come back to something that's within the mindset and the shift in your own frequency anyway. It's a quantum field shift that will need to happen, but it's all in there, the trainings and the resources for you to be able to just plug in at any time, so that you're not needing anyone outside of you to create what it is that you desire, but you can actually create it, you know, in the pockets of your time, that you can actually go in and, like Dylan said, like what you do now will pay you for the rest of your life. And those trainings, that platform gives you access to knowing that just by pressing play, you're actually transforming your whole frequency, your whole vibration, to put you on another field, to put you on another timeline to go towards where you're going, and that's to legacy. And yeah, receive and share commissions. Whoop. Let's go. Let's see what else is on this beautiful thing. So creating your own offer. So there's two ways. Obviously, you can create your own offer. Plenty of people that are in this space have probably already created their own offer, because we do attract a lot of coaches, healers, you know, people that are in that. I do, even myself, I run events and retreats and things like that. So we know already we can create our own offer, or we can create our own products. So it's sometimes, if you're trading your if you're a healer, you're just trading time for money, and same with coaching. But with like a business, if you're going to create your own product, it is usually like a high investment required, right? Because you're creating it all yourself. So In many online businesses, you have to do everything. So like going back to the network marketing model, why Dylan and I were a bit scarred from that is like we felt like we had to do everything. There was a hustle, there was a grind, it was like we had to be the experts in everything, and it was too much because it took away from who we truly are. And that's something that is in that category, so I'm just going to keep going. It takes a lot of time to build your own product, so if you want to build your own product, go for it, but kudos to you. It will take time, packaging, all of those things. Most businesses take 3 to 5 years to make profit. That's normal stats. We know that in small businesses. We know that for many people that are building their own businesses. Often working alone unless able to invest in mentorship, which solo entrepreneur life is dead. So affiliate marketing, low investment. You can make your profit back in a few sales. We're going to show you how to do that. No staff expenses. Basically, again, you're leveraging what's working, and you're plugging in your own individual frequency and leveraging a model that's the rocket ship to get you to where you need to go. And it's ability to have uncapped income. This is a crucial part to being able to quantum leap your wealth. If you are constantly growing, but your bank account cannot grow, then it's just not going to work for you to be able to get to where you need to go. If you can grow yourself and grow and expand your frequency and vibration, and your money gets to do the same, the world is your oyster. The things that you can create. This year alone, I've put on a free retreat for 27 humans that invested into this space. I paid for that. I contributed my own money, some of the other leaders, to put this retreat on out of our own pocket, because that's what's possible, because we wanted to do that as a contribution project. And we're actually offering now for some of you that are truly committed, that are here right now, that are like, yes, those of you take fast action at the end of this and really dive in to see if this is a fit for you. We're actually offering a few more spots. We have another one that's launching in Thailand in September. So you get the ability to co-collaborate. You get the ability to work with people like Ra, Dylan, myself, and many others that are epic human beings. We had 20 of us out in Japan, and it was just this most magical family. And then we also had a bunch of my lineage from America that also were family. We all got to hang out with. We get to co-create. We get to create magic together. So in order to get your time and money back, would you be willing to invest both time and money to do so? Let me know in the chat. In order to get your time and money back, would you be willing to invest your time and money to do so? What are you going to say?
Alana,
Yeah?
there's a question. Are they meant to be seeing slides? Because we
Yeah.
only see the same one.
Oh, that sucks. What are you saying?
Just the same one that you started with.
Oh, okay. One sec. My
Yeah.
bad.
Sweet.
Thank you. Let's try this. What about that? What are you seeing now? Is it moving? All right. Well, I'm not going to go back.
Yeah, all good. All
Keep
good.
moving forward. Look, this is the greatest thing. You get on all our huddles and stuff, and we're all building successful businesses, and we all have bloopers with technology. Don't worry. Everyday average. I wouldn't say we're average humans. We're all bloody beautiful humans on the inside. But the reason we use the word average is just not to pedestal anyone, not to put someone above you, or to think that they have some unique special thing more than you, and that you can't do it. Because trust me, we sat in a room full of thousands of people where we saw on stage, some of the poorest countries, creating legacy wealth. Like India, Cambodia, and the stories that they shared, where they've come from and how they got, and the impact that they created, the fact that they were able to also then go out and help their communities, like multiple people in their communities, create the same success. It just, anyone can do this. It's just really down to a choice that you just choose. And So we're going to share about our partnership with Kangen Water, our Enagic partnership. This is an incredible company. I'm going to bust through this quickly because we don't want to keep you here forever. We just really want to inspire you to want to desire to take a look further into this for yourself. Kangen Water is the only water I know that is highly activated, and I still have had no one come and show me a water that matches this water. So this water is high vibrational water. It's active water. It has a negative charge of ORP, which means it's antioxidant rich. It's reversing the harm that we do in our normal dietary life, or even just in the toxic environments of, pollution and things like that. It is helping reverse that. It also has a high pH, but it also has pHs from 2.5 to 11.5. So it means you can actually detox your whole home environment. You don't need to use chemicals to clean anymore. You can actually use the Kangen machine. Shampoo, conditioner, oven cleaner, gargling. It's going to that, remember the physical freedom, the health freedom. It's taking away a bunch of the stuff that's causing harm and allowing you to have your health freedom. It's a 50-year-old company. We've been through that. And yeah, they're just the pioneers in health and wellness. They're creating some incredible new technologies that they've brought out to Australia as well that we get to share with you. So these are the 4 main products that we highly recommend that you have in your home, because you'll find out when I go through them. So you've got the flagship K8, which is you've got, you want to be drinking this water. You hopefully you're not drinking anything. I don't know what you're drinking. If you're not drinking Kangen water, I don't know what you're drinking. I don't agree with it. It's either dead water that's not actually working and hydrating your body. Or it could be, if you're in plastic bottles, it could be full of plastics, nanoplastics, and if it's tap water, well, let's just hope that no one on this call is drinking tap water. So Anespa is your flagship, your product for your showers and your baths. And so if you have any kids, Anespa is like truly important, because you don't want to be bathing in the chemical chlorine and going into your largest organ over and over again. The worst thing is to breathe in the chemicals of the chlorine when you're having a hot shower, but even when it's on your skin, you'll feel such a difference by using this water in your hair, your skin. It's like going into a Japanese onsen, and we unfortunately, me and Dylan, we have tattoos now, so we're not allowed on the onsens. But the onsens, onsens in Japan, I've been in them before. It's luxury, and I also have a Nespa, so it's all good. But it's like mineral dense, beautiful water, nourishing water. The pH is of your skin. The M-Guard, which is the greatest new technology that has just been released. This is one that has been released because of what we're seeing in the world. And yes, we have a digital online business, so we are contributing to our own the effects of health to ourselves when we're using Wi-Fi and phones. And and not only that, if we have children, our children now have iPads and Wi-Fi's and phones, and all of this is putting out a radiation effect. It's also putting out a disruption of frequency to our harmony of our quantum field physical body frequency. And so what the M-Guard does is it harmonizes the effects of EMF, and so you will find it just zeroes out the reading in an 8-meter radius, so you can actually travel with it if you want to take it with you, or you can keep it in your home, put it next to your bed at night. But it works for quite a decent amount of space for you to have at home, and literally harmonizes all the radiation for you to not be so affected by this radiation. And then our the turmeric ukon, in Japan, Okinawa, it's even the tacos are made with turmeric. Everything's made with turmeric. You wanted to know why they live the longest. They have the best water, and they have turmeric. It's also an anti-inflammatory. So same with the Kangen, it's antioxidant. It's combating free radicals. With the anti-inflammatory, it's an anti-inflammatory food, so it's an anti-inflammatory high diet over there. And so the turmeric over in Okinawa is some of the greatest turmeric farms. And Mr. Ashiro, once again, a community man he saw that, you know, he wanted to support his local farmers. So he invested in turmeric capsules as part of this business model so that he could put money back into his community as well, his turmeric farmers, but also because he knows the value of this product. And so that's another product that's within there. Cool. Is the market saturated? Well, we did the numbers. I think it was what 0.01% of the world knows about this right now. So no. And excuse me, we keep expanding globally. I'm just like over it. I'm going to share some of the compensation plan here with you. So this is the uncapped income potential. If you invest in a single product, you're making 3 figures straight away on your sales, and you're quickly jumping up to other, you know, in the higher commissions here. So that's great. We also, if you were to invest in your quad, which was the 4 products, which a lot of us do because we just like to have our whole wellness at home, but also because we actually can learn how to triple down on our income as well straight away. We've got a strategy to show you in the back end that we can show you to help you actually make that $2,319 on your first sale. So that's quite a big number for people that have, say, jobs, because that can pretty much clean you up, you know, clear out your schedule for 3 weeks probably, or to, you know, a couple of weeks at least, that you can reclaim your time back on having 1 sale a month. But if you know, if you're looking at this business and you're diving in, you can see that very quickly later you start to move up and make more money along the way. And there's more ways to generate wealth in this space. So as you can see, the numbers just keep getting higher, and it's yeah, there's lots of money here available to you. Some of the people that even one of my ladies that stood on stage, she's like, I don't know where half my checks come from. I don't know how the compensation works. Even one of the big dogs that have been in the space for a long time was like, I actually don't know where most of this money comes from half the time, because the compensation plan is super generous. They've really set it up to really help support the team, and they're constantly running competitions, and so there's lots of extra bonus money that comes along the way as you start rolling. But this is a business that you'll invest your time with right now. You'll come in and you'll learn, and you'll be like, but I'm not getting paid right away. But then you'll start getting paid, and you'll start getting you'll start getting paid for life. So what you do now creates the ripple effect for the rest of your life. Some of the commissions. So if you want to make your first 100K, it's going to take you all of 21 sales. So in a quad strategy there. So who feels they would love to transform and transpire 21 lives, or change 21 people's lives? Like, I know that for me, if I would have, I'm so grateful that someone shared this with me. And yeah, 21 sales will also give you an opportunity to make 6 figures and beyond. This is some of the legacy bonuses. So this is where we're looking at when we're talking about legacy. So as you build your business on that 21 sales, that's also 100, that actually takes you to a 6A position on a quad strategy. You actually get a $3,000 bonus. And then you can keep making your way. It just keeps moving forward. Like I said, this is a forward plan. There's no hoops you need to jump through. If you want to have a rest for a period of time, you can have a rest. You come back, your business is the same. You know, it's a growth. It grows with you. And so when you eventually end up at legacy, like I will be able to celebrate at some stage this year, you will get a $25,000 bonus, and you get $5,000, and this is US a month. And you also get shares in the company. Like, it's not shares, but it's like you get part commissions of all the machines, all the products that are sold within within an Agix business as well. So there's actually more money that's available there than that's actually on this model, which is freaking cool. So you actually become part of the family. Like, you become a shareholder because you are a shareholder, because you are part of this family. And so, yeah, you can see the bonuses keep going up. Some of our mentors have multiple positions on and receive multiple of these bonuses. Actually, one of our mentors has a baby that hasn't even been born yet, and they have a position at 602-3. Their child that hasn't even been born at has a position at 602-3, because it is uncapped, and you can choose if you want to continue this journey to create multiple. So as mentioned before, this is a high ticket offer, not a low ticket offer. So you're not going to be making first $20 to $400. There's no membership fees. No, you've got this one. There's in a lot of other models, there's no legacy. I mean, I've never seen legacy in any other model. So this is why we're bringing it to you guys. We don't teach you recruiting here either. We're not going to be teaching you how to go out there and recruit everyone. We're not about that. We're about vibrationally being a match to who your soul line to tribe is. So being an attracting magnet, because you are a fucking magnet, and you're just needing to be the vessel for the light. So once you become that vessel for the light, you will have people just randomly meet you, right? Like I randomly met Dylan, like we randomly sat down and had soul chats. It's all about creating connections to your soul family. So you can use your social media, you can leverage our platform, and then it's rinse and repeat. It's pretty simple. The systems are simple. The systems are simple. The only thing that is in the way is you and your light and what you choose for you. It's already proven results. The water's proven results. It's all of that's ticked. And now it just comes back to, do you believe in yourself? And do you believe in your vision? Do you believe in who you're here to, who you're here to be? And can we support you in that? So I'm just going to skip past this. So that's our platform here. I just want to put through quickly on this. The reason that I'm doing that is this usually is $99 a month. Cheapest resource that I have on my phone that I utilize all the time. But we can offer it for you for a $49. Now, I want to encourage fast action, because it is a 90-minute process that you get to go through and actually go through your own vision quest in this discovery process. So we've really just given you a preview of the movie, right? Like we've shown you the preview of the movie, but for you to really dive deep and get on the other side to understand, what does the movie actually look like? Like, how does it go, how do I connect the bits, how does that work? Well, this is what this platform experience is, why it's gifted to you for $49, is so that you can go in there and experience it for yourself. There's a process called the discovery process. It will take you from A and take you to B, and everywhere in between. Like, you will know what it is that you wholeheartedly want to do. You'll know if you want to invest in a single product, or a trifecta, or a quad, or you'll know if if you need support from us. We have finance lenders. Don't let anything get in the way of you doing this process. Please don't let anything get in the way of you doing this process. That process will open up your cortex, open up your mind to be able to understand fully what's available to you. Get the process completed before you choose. If it's a no, you get your refund. We're not attached to you, whether you come into this, attached to you and your choice of what you're going to choose, because that's up to you. That's you're in the steering ship. You're in the steering seat for your ship, right? We're just here to be the waves. We're just here to, help you get to where you need to go, to encourage you, to be fuel, to, show. But you have to make that choice. But please, one thing I just want to stress is, please at least do yourself the favor to do the discovery process, and do it in a couple of days. Don't leave it for a long time. Get it done. Get it while you're in the vibe, while you're understanding what's available to you, thinking about legacy, starting to drop into what are you here to do? What will you do with legacy wealth? If you were to, I'm just going to stop the share. If you were to, you know, literally change the course of your life to have generational wealth that's passed down to generations beyond you, but also to be able, I know I have a lot of time left on this lifetime. I've worked 5 years in my business, and now I get legacy wealth. I know what can I do with that? Start tuning into what is the things that you'd love to do and see and feel. Take that with you into that process. Use that process as a way to quantum leap your dreams into reality. Just like Dylan did, we did this process on the beach. activating in his light codes. He was going off. His guides were coming down and doing all some weird shit with him. It was powerful. It really transformed him. Use it as I always say, like, use it as ceremony. It is a process that can be used like ceremony, because it can be the connecting point to you, where you are to where you want to be in what you can truly create here. Anyone want to drop in anything? I've just been on a roll. It's a portal. I love that. Yes, Georgia, it's a portal.
Yeah, and 100% back what Alana was saying. Yeah, when I did the discovery process, it's like I got a download of my purpose in life. Yeah, it was full on. I was even getting goosebumps listening to what was coming out of my mouth. So yeah, definitely recommend doing that, even if you're not doing the biz, just for your own personal journey. Yeah.
It's epic.
Mm.
So we
Yeah,
want to
the discovery process is important, like Dylan and Alana was saying, in order to find out where you stand within yourself. And, it will start to help unravel for you what your why is. And if you don't know what that means, um, I guess is finding space within yourself over the next week and just sit with what is your why. Because this model, this business, and the leaders in it can really empower that why for you to really. I'm just trying to think. My mind's going blank, but to join an awesome bunch of leaders and create the life worth living that you desire.
Yeah. And I'm just going to wrap it up, because we did go way over. We were going to we'll do it in 40 minutes. Anyway, doesn't matter. Love it. I am offering a mentorship, but the mentorship does start like pretty much right away. So if you can take this time to choose you and choose the experience, you will get quality leadership for the next 4 weeks, and it will probably be extended, because I have some powerful leaders that are also wanting to contribute to that space. And what we'll be diving into that mentorship is, the simplicity of like creating aligned content. Like, how does that look? How does that feel? Coming into that creativity energy, how to actually fast track yourself to 6 figures and beyond, and actually put some money into your bank. Like, what does that look like? What conversations are you having? You're probably already having them. You just don't have a solution to offer the problem of what's going on in society, but we do now. And so this is that's what you get to do. You just get to be a stand for that. So we're going to share that in the mentorship as well. Mindset, leadership. There's lots of juicy in there. We're going to work together, collaborate together to really get you from where, get you really nourished and nurtured, so that you feel really empowered in this journey, moving forward in the next 6 months, because, there is 6 months left of life, left of life. Don't 6 months left. Could be. You never know. That's the way. 6 months left of this year. Now, I tell you this, November every year seems to be the highest month in business. So if you're starting to build your skill set and growing yourself, just know you're going to be part of one of the, every year. November seems to be like the biggest month ever. So, you're working towards these. And we have other mentorship coming in the future as well. This space is so nurturing. So don't worry, you're always going to be supported. Just take the next step, which is to go through the discovery process. If you're feeling overwhelmed, I'm just going to bring that up, because we do offer a lot. That's called abundance. You're just getting an experience of what it's like to have lots of different possibilities and pathways and resources and all of that. That's called abundance. It's just rewire and recode it from overwhelmed to like, oh shit, I just got lots of resources all of a sudden. I've got lots of pathways. I've got lots of ways to go, support, people that want to communicate with me, connection. That's what that is. And and know and know that you can just trust in that you're going to get what's needed for you at each time. So if you miss something or whatever, just, you know, just be like, all right, just center, breathe. Remember, you're in an abundant space now. Things get to be juicy. You get to have a free retreat. You get to have systems that support you. You get to, you know, have brothers that, you know, hold you or code you and you know, take you aside when you needed to really give you some extra magic. You know, you get to have family, you get to impact, you get to create legacy. So that's me over and done. Boom. Reach out to the person that sent you this masterclass, connect with them. They'll have a link for you that they can share with you so that you can invest in the $49 offer to do your discovery process and just, yeah, go for it. We got you back. We're here for you. If you have any questions, if you want to share this masterclass with someone, just let us know. We can give it to you so you can forward it on, because we are here for the impact, the changes, and the humanity shifts that come with changing legacy, generational wealth, and also the impact and the community and the collaboration that comes alongside it too.
Amen.
Amen. Lots of love.
Oh, one last thing. I just want
Okay.
to say, there's a saying, yeah, and everyone can take this away. If not now, then when? And if not you, then who? Because we are. Join us. Peace.
Boo.
Love you
Love
all.
you guys. Love you guys. Bye bye bye.
Bye.